So I guess before we move on, those were some of my takeaways from playing this game. What do you guys, when you think of Legend of Zelda for NES, what is your kind of main takeaways, your main points when you think of that game?
I think the openness and the fact that you can do things in almost any order, and everybody who plays that game, without a guide, I should say, has a totally unique experience depending on what they do, and in particular what they find. So if like you can go, you can just stumble into Dungeon 5 at the very beginning of the game if you're just searching, and or sort of like how you stumbled into Dungeon 3, and totally ill prepared for it. And then like I hear, I was a little too young for this, but I always hear those stories of people talking to each other, and they find secrets. It's sort of defying that late '80s Nintendo like aspect of, oh yeah, if you put a bomb here, and I hear stories of people going around and bombing every single part of every single wall just to find that one secret. And it was like making, like, finding secrets was like such a big deal back then, because there was no, at the time it came out, there was no, you either had Nintendo Power or you were on your own or reliant on your friends.
Yeah, my impressions of it are like I feel like for Zelda games following that to a certain point that they kept like iterating on Zelda, improving it. Like A Link to the Past, is a much more, realized version of this game. But
Mm-hmm.
as each game's gone on, and for the most part, the series I think has gotten better in some ways. Like each time a new game has come out, I think there's something that gets lost a little bit. I'm not saying it's, straight progression down. Like I said, it's gotten better for the most part. But I think even when we went to A Link to the Past, to Ocarina of Time, and onward, like that open aspect of that game is lost a little bit. So while there are aspects of it that don't hold up, I like now that I know the game, like that I can do all these things in whatever order, and like really the only thing stopping me in a lot of cases is like my ability to defeat a Lionel or something like that. And so that was cool. That was cool that they like tried to bring some of that back in Breath of the Wild.